came across a positive message by Healthy Living today, which stated it's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to disagree with someone else's opinion. It's not okay to humiliate them because they don't think the same way you do. Show some respect. Hi everyone, hope all of you doing fine. So I didn't think I would be coming online today actually because I have been relaxing away. As you know, it was my son's 6th birthday and we were celebrating it in isolation mode virtually, and it was such a long video. It was almost an hour long video, 50 minutes something I think, and editing it was such a task. It really gave me a headache and I was like, okay, for the next 1 week I'm not going to do videos, but here I am. So once you're dedicated to something, you got to keep at it. All right, so as you all know, I've started a hint of spiritual positivity section on my YouTube video. Excuse the bird, she's just running around squeaking. I don't know, I think she's hearing the birds outside and she's getting excited. Anyway, so yes, okay, Fortune. All right, so I have this section called Hint of Spiritual Positivity on my YouTube channel. So I don't know, I'm not a philosopher or anything like that, but when you try to help humanity and you're a humanitarian person, you just want to help others, you would love to spread positivity to others. That's not going to be harmful for others, but in the hopes that it could be helpful for some people who are going through a hard time in their life. So it's in that sort of a hopes and with that sort of a motive that I started that section on my YouTube channel, and that's why I do tell all of you as well, if you guys have any positivity messages, do share in there. If not for me, it would be helpful for somebody going through a hard time. So I always pray to God, and I just say, if any such positive messages come up in my mind, then I'll just put it out there and share it. I have nothing to lose, and something positive is always good, isn't it? Because somebody might be going through a negative time or a hard time or a negative mind frame, and this might help them. This might just make their day. This might just be something small, but something that they're wanting to hear, that would inspire them to just get up and move forward and start their day. So it's in that good hopes and positive thoughts that I've started that section. So today's message is how to analyze negativity in your life through others that's coming towards you from others, and how to stop it in its tracks. So have you ever come across a person, like you're doing something and then that person, suppose for example I make videos, right? So for example, I'm putting out a video, and for example it's a live video. A person is there and constantly bullying, being rude, disrespecting everyone else who's joined the live video conferencing session. So what happens? So what's that person gaining out of it? All that person is going to gain out of it is, he's going to lose. That's the thing. That's what he's going to gain. He's going to gain loss. Nothing more, nothing less, because people are going to sooner or later kick that person out, isn't it? So the thing is, when people bully and reject others don't want to be with them because it hurts a person's ego. When you are very critical to someone or do something that someone doesn't like, those people don't want to be with you, right? Because they don't enjoy your company. You're not doing anything to uplift them. If at all, you're bringing them down, and they don't want to enjoy your company anymore. So what happens to you? You get blocked. So, or whoever is doing that. So is it worth it? Because some people, even in live videos, they don't just ignore. They don't know how to ignore it, or okay, I don't like this, so I'll just skip, move on to the next thing. Maybe I'll find something that I like better. No, they just sit there and they just go on, pestering everybody over there, putting out negativity. So those sort of people, what happens is rejected people reject others, and in turn they get rejected themselves. So if, the best policy is to be courteous. If you don't like something, you don't have to entertain it unless that thing is coming to hurt you, then you react. But if it's not doing anything, let it be. Everything on this planet has its own right of existence, its own right of thinking, behaving, choices. So you don't just go meddle with it. You just, if you don't like it, leave it. If you don't like it, block it. If you don't like it, move on. But it's when you go there and create dramas that the issue arises, and then what do you get at the end? You're just going to get blocked. And what happens? Just staying there and pestering, giving out negativity. So today's topic is going to be relating to something along those lines. It's about identifying negativity and stopping it in its roots. That's all positivity is about, isn't it? It's all about identifying negativity in different forms that it comes, and then stop it in its tracks. So it comes in various different forms. So that's why I make little videos on positivity, where it states different forms of negativity in little ways that comes up in life, little annoying ways, or some might be drastic negative events that if it comes to that. Obviously, so far I have not made any videos based on drastic events. I think I've covered about life and death. Yes, that would be drastic. And what else? It slipped my mind. But yeah, I did cover certain things on, and sudden negative events. When sudden events happen in your life and things just, you suddenly go like, whoa, that brings in instability. So I have covered little by little things, putting little positive messages in there. Don't get me wrong, like everybody has personal choices. Like I said, even these positivity messages, it's put out there like so many other messages you receive every day in life. Doesn't mean you have to take everything you receive. You have your choice to pick and choose what you want and what you don't want in your life. So even if you see something wrong or disturbing, you don't have to totally ignore it. You have your choice. You can still react. You can still express your emotion that, oh, hey, I don't like this. But the only thing is, do it in a positive way. Because there is a thing called constructive criticism that is totally different to being rude, vulgar, arrogant, or a bully. Constructive criticism is where you have a thought process, where you feel certain things are right or wrong because you view the world according to how you see it, isn't it? So when somebody else puts their point of view and it's contradicting to yours and you think that is wrong, you have every right or means to express your emotion. You don't have to suppress it, but do it in a good, dignified way by giving constructive criticism in a proper manner, without showing that you have a bad upbringing and going like a spoiled brat. You can, and bullying others, which is totally wrong, and bringing others down is totally wrong, because the other person or the situation would have just presented itself in its perspective or its point of view. Okay, so just because it's conflicting with yours, you got to remember the world is not revolving just around them. The world is not revolving just around you. You are not living in an island by yourself. You are living, see, the world is not just revolving around me. Now my son is opening the cupboard. I'm trying to do a video. I'm not liking it. So, we are not living in an island alone by ourselves. We are living in a world, so there are a lot of people with different mentalities, different upbringings, different perspectives. And we just got to adjust and go with the flow, because every day morning, since the time you wake up, you are dealing with people, and people with different situations and different backgrounds, different upbringings, isn't it? You have a problem with your bank account. Who are you on the phone with? Another human being, isn't it? You might get a good telephone operator. You might get someone who does not understand what you're trying to say. You might get a rude one. You don't know what's going to happen. The minute you wake up, even you take your car and go out to the road to buy something, or to drop your kids at school, you're dealing with so many people on the road as well. Different sorts of drivers, different sorts of experiences and situations happening on the roads. So every day is uncertain in life, but the thing to make it positive is always to respond in a dignified and respectful manner to another human being, the same way you would expect. All right, so too much expectations that everything has to go according to, too much expectations in a balance. Everything should be in a balance, like day and night, good and bad, the polarities. It's when one crosses that balance and goes to a certain extreme that becomes a problem. Even expectations, if you keep it to a minimum, if you keep it balanced, you're not going to, it's going to go in a better flow. Whereas if you have too much expectations of how things should be and it should just be like that, it can lead to disappointments. So over expectations can also lead to disappointments. So, but you can express your disappointment in a respectful manner, and that way, if it's not blending with you, you can choose to cut it off and move on to something that's more in sync with you in life. That's what we do, isn't it? We see what works, we do that, and we move on, with that. If it doesn't work, we look for another path. We don't just stay in there. And sometimes if you stay in something, if the door is not opening, and if you keep knocking, it's not opening, there's no point of staying in there and being stagnant. You look for the next thing, isn't it? That's a positive thinking. So that would be for another topic. So yesterday I was watching a it was not a YouTube video, it was actually a Facebook live video of she's quite a famous person, so she does a lot of videos. So I was watching one of her videos, and while she was doing live video over there, there was one person, and that person, there were a lot of people who follow her. But there was one person, and I'm one of them who follow her videos. So I got the alert notification that she's online. So I was in the middle of cooking, and I was like, oh, alert notification, she's online. Because she's a very uplifting person as well. She's got good vibes, So she actually, makes astrological videos. So I just go just out of curiosity to check in there, and I just, just because I like the vibes that she gives out. So I went on, and there was this, everybody was, very positive. Everybody was listening to what she had to say, being courteous, being respectful. But there was one person just causing a whole lot of havoc over there, calling her fake, calling her a fraud, saying that, she's just, it was utter disrespectful, and it was just messing the whole, video. It was distracting her. And also, it was causing commotion because people who respect her and follow her videos were not liking this rude person giving these comments out. And it was just going on and on and on, and I was like, whoa, what's this? And the best thing that she did, that anyone would do, what is it? It's very simple. Block. She just said, okay, you're causing, you're being very rude, you're doing that, you're doing this. Block. Pressed it, that's it. Peace restored. The session went on as though, nothing happened. It went on in a good way. She gave across her message, and, that's how she stopped the negativity in her life. So that's how we should also do it. It's just, we got the tools to do that. But sometimes our ego gets so affected by the negativity that we get drawn into it. That's why in one of my positivity video I said, just remove its power by not giving it your attention, because your attention is what feeds it, and that's your attention is what it's looking for, isn't it? And that gives it power. The minute you give attention or you react to it, it's going to feed on that, and it's going to keep getting worse. So the best thing to do, if you have negativity, spot it. Even today in your life, just see, are there any negative people that's popping up? Or whenever they pop up, it just wrecks your day. It just causes you distress, and it's just that person's vibe is just not syncing with you, and it's just causing you to go out of balance, not focus on your goals, and it's just pulling you down. If there is some person like that in your life, just click the block button. Be brave enough and courageous enough to do that, and see the difference. It will be hard if that person is more emotionally connected to you, and you will be going through those phases of missing that person, crying over that person, memories coming up, blah blah blah. But life always moves on, and only cutting out negativity gives you a chance, a new chance, to invite something more positive into your life, or someone more positive and more uplifting into your life. So you got to have that courage to do that. So if anything negative is bringing you down, or if somebody with negativity is bringing you down today, have the courage to analyze, you know, that negativity, to spot it and cut it in its tracks so that it does not go forward in your life, and invite more things and more people that keeps you in a positive, happy frame of mind. And that's going to be what you want to be surrounded with. So stay positive. It's always like a house. You know, you would rather choose to build your house in the midst of a garden with lot of flowers, fragrant flowers that smells good, because the fragrance will come when you open the window. You get that lovely smell. You don't want to go and build your house in the middle of a garbage dump, because the minute you open your windows, it's going to give out negative smell, and it's going to affect you in a bad way, isn't it? So our surroundings, the people who surround us, it's very important for our mind frame. So if you surround yourself with negativity and negative people, your mind is going to be in that sort of you're going to be in that frame of mind. Whereas if you surround yourself with positivity and positive people and positive surroundings, then your mind is going to work on a whole other positive level, helping you feel the less negative aspects of life, the less negative emotions of life. Everything is there in a balance. It's just what you choose for you. So what do you choose? To be surrounded with negativity just based on some attachment you have to someone, which is going to be temporary, because it's pulling you down? Or are you going to choose and be brave enough to choose a path that's going to lead you to be in a more positive mind frame, that's going to open out a lot more opportunities and positive possibilities for you in life? Think about it, because either way, I can only spread positive messages. The choice is always yours. The life is always yours. You're the author of your book and the chapters in your book called Life. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more other lovely videos and recipes. Take care. Bye.